Hey everyone, so this is my review of Inhumans, Season 1, Episode 3, called Divide and Conquer. And essentially what this episode is about is that the royal family continues to sort of search for one another as Maximus continues to gain power in Atlantean. And this was a really great and really entertaining episode. That wasn't the best because it was very similar to the last episode. But it did have some really great and really sort of highlight moments in it. And I did really enjoy all the scenes with Black Bolt in prison and him sort of gaining a friend who's also Inhuman and also having this scientist who is sort of coming for him. And I'm very interested to know a bit more about this scientist because I don't really think of him as being a friend of Black Bolt. I think he's more going to be another sort of nuisance who possibly just wants to research Black Bolt and isn't going to get very far because Black Bolt can't speak and stuff like that, so I don't know what's all going to really happen there. And then everything around Medusa was okay with her sort of continuing to wander around, not really knowing what's going on, and doing stuff very similar to what Black Bolt did in the last episode. Where in this one she breaks into someone's house and steals all their stuff and discovers that Black Bolt was arrested and continues on her quest to sort of get to him. And I'm very happy though by the end of this episode that there was sort of connection between the lady who was researching the moon and sort of discovering the Inhumans herself. That there was a connection by the end where now this lady is teaming up with Medusa to sort of continue to try and track down Black Bolt. So I'm very happy that all that's sort of finally coming together. And then everything with Gornak was fun with him sort of getting his moment that he's been planning for in the past couple episodes where he fights against a bunch of Atlantean guards and stuff, which that was really great and really interesting with how each of those guards used their different abilities, where the main one that was sort of shown was this lady who has ability to move around plants and control plant life and stuff like that, which is very handy when you're in an environment like Hawaii. And then the parts with Karnak were okay with him sort of understanding that there's something wrong with his head and stuff because of the fact when he hit his head, and so he's not able to see and predict stuff as well as he usually did. So he's sort of becoming devastated and trying to figure out what he's supposed to do and stuff like that. So it was interesting, but probably the weakest points in this episode, and I didn't really care for them that much. And then the moments with Maximus and Crystal were very similar to the last episode where he's continuing on his quest to try and get her on his side and her refusing and stuff. But I am very happy that by the end of this episode she finally got off of Atlantean 2 and is on Earth. And I'm very curious to see what's all going to happen with Crystal now that she's on Earth. And I also really enjoyed all the flashback moments in this episode, which again were very similar to the flashback moments in the last episode where it's all about Black Bolt sort of gaining his Inhuman abilities and also trying to figure out how he's supposed to become king, and Maximus being very present in the background, being very jealous and all this different stuff. And just how all that was taken, how all that was used and shown and stuff was very interesting, and I'm very curious to know that was the reason Black Bolt was locked up where Medusa found him in one of the flashback moments. Was that because he eventually kills his parents? And that all the rest were oh crap, we can't have this really powerful weapon being present and around when he could easily kill someone again. So then they're the ones who locked him up for that bit of time. Or I'm just very curious how the whole timeline continues to work for what all happened when they were all kids. So yeah, just overall this was a really interesting and really entertaining episode that wasn't the best because of the fact that it was just a lot of repeated stuff from the last episode, but still, like I said, had some really great, really fun moments to watch. So yeah, that's my review of Inhumans, Season 1, Episode 3, called Divide and Conquer. So yeah, bye!